Saturday night in New Orleans, he did it again. During a GOP gathering of some big donors, he launched into his critique of the job that Biden is doing, the 2020 election, and how he dealt with Russia, China, North Korea, and NATO during an almost 90-minute speech. Former President Donald Trump mused Saturday to the GOP's top donors that the United States should label its F-22 planes with the Chinese flag and bomb the SD out of Russia. He also praised North Korean leader Kim Jong-un as seriously tough, claimed he was harder on Vladimir Putin than any other president, reiterated his false claims that he won the 2020 election, urged his party to be tougher on supposed election fraud, disparaged a range of prominent party opponents and called global warming a great hoax that could actually bring a welcome development, more waterfront property. And then we say, China did it, we didn't do it, China did it, and then they start fighting with each other and we sit back and watch, he said of labeling U.S. military planes with Chinese flags and bombing Russia, which was met with laughter from the crowd of donors, according to a recording of the speech obtained by the Washington Post. Right on cue, the left decided to bemoan the fact that Trump had been president, yet seemed to forget that Russia and China were kept in check during his 4 years in the White House. Maybe they thought he was crazy, too, and that kept the dictators at bay, which all in all is not a bad thing. Yet, as easy as it is to predict what the lefties in this country are going to do and say when a joke is cracked, and hurts feelings of the crowd that has trouble staying sane by using words that have actual meaning and sticking with that, I covered this in an earlier piece here at Red State. Let's make words mean things again. I have been surprised and troubled by some of Trump's self-proclaimed biggest supporters all of a sudden thinking Vladimir Putin is doing the Lord's work in this world, and wonder how they will react to this joke. I suggest maybe getting some fresh air and stopping sniffing glue as a start. There is a vocal contingent of people who claim to both love America and support Trump that has somehow conflated support for both of those things, and extended admiration to Putin for invading Ukraine for a number of confusing reasons. I shall list some of them below. Ukraine historically belongs to Russia. I'm part Native American, so if we are playing that game, get off my land but leave your stuff. Putin is one of the last leaders to not allow his country to be involved in the international banking system or the World Bank or the central bank of blah blah blah. Nifty thought, but how do you think Vladimir gets paid for all the liquid gold? Checks? Money orders? Bitcoin? Russia is part of the international banking system, and that is why the sanctions just levied should hurt the country.